All right, we are live. Welcome to the Three Marketeers Show, episode 27.
27.
Yeah, man. Hey, we wanted to hit 100 episode in, let's say, we want to hit it's already like kind of like one third through already. We're kind of like making that this year. So, okay, now,
100.
yeah, welcome in. If this is the first time you see us, hi, I'm Jason. And here are my peers, my co-host Andrew and Manfred, and we are the Three Marketeers. We have Balkizz today. Now, as you can see here, when we have a guest today, means that we are talking about one specific topic today. Today, we're going to talk about how do we storytell and sell via Instagram. So really, we have the expert. You see, to be frank, like I mentioned, it's very difficult to really monetize IG. In a way, at least to me, I have no clue. That's why I need an expert to be in now. But let me quickly introduce Balkizz a little bit. I actually have been following Balkizz Instagram for I think more than a year now, and because I was actually looking, or that I do Facebook ads training and digital marketing kind of thing, right? So I've been looking for people who are good with this kind of IG, because it's an area that I'm really weak at, and I really want to find somebody to learn from. And and then eventually after a while, after I observed this lady for a while, right, I realized that she changed her direction. She is going very much into, instead of managing at that point of time when I first following her, she was managing content for her client. And then after that, she switched to only doing training and consulting. And that's like, okay, great minds think alike. So in a way, I was like, okay, I really want to talk to this lady. But I was too busy, you all know that, right? And then eventually, there was a time where I saw my girlfriend attending a webinar. And then when it was like, oh, this lady sounds familiar. But she's saying that this is a very strong, as in like very famous influencer. So I went there and I was like, oh my God. She had about 2-hour training. And everybody knows that I'm a trainer, but I'm not a good student at all. It's very difficult to get me glued to the screen for more than half an hour. But this lady got me glued to the screen for, I think, close to 2 hours. So I was like, immediately on that night, I talked to my girlfriend that I want to bring this lady into the Three Marketeers Show. Such a good trainer, teacher, the way she convey her message and the way she structured the framework and make it so easy for you to understand is insane. So put your hands together. We have Balkizz. Okay, so yeah, Balkizz, welcome to the Three Marketeers Show. Really, it's an honor. And, this is not the first time we cover IG as a topic, but this is the first time we have somebody who can really tell us how do we monetize IG, not just posting content, growing followers, but it's really about, turning the content into cash. So that's what we do. But before we roll into the first question, can you briefly share with us a little bit more on your background? How do you start, doing content managing? What do you do before this and all that, maybe?
Hi, everyone. I'm Balkizz here. Actually, previously, I have no marketing background whatsoever. My degree is essentially in human resource, and I was working with an oil and gas company for 10 years when I finally just couldn't take it anymore, and I took the sabbatical forever retrenchment package thing. So I just leave. I left that company. It was a very good company. It's a very popular and an international oil and gas company. All over the world knows this company, but I just couldn't be in that position anymore because I fell in love with social media marketing. And back then, prior to resigning, I dabble a little bit here and there with online marketing, like selling on at that time it was Amazon, playing with Forex trading and all this kind of stuff, anything online, because I have this vision in my head that I want to be a stay-at-home mom and I earn money from the internet, okay? Because I have kids and my kids were very young that time and I miss not seeing them growing. And so I want to be there, I want to be there for them. I didn't know how to start everything. So when I left my job, I just dabble in any kind of businesses, from selling product supplements on Facebook, on Instagram, to doing services, to photography. And until now, where I am right now, I finally found my calling, which is to teach people what I have been seeing so easy that I have been mastering for this couple of years already, because people has been coming up to me and ask me how to do this, how to do that. And that's where I see a huge gap in the market, where women are mothers doing business online, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to navigate properly on Instagram. They don't know how to create content. So that's where I find myself in dilemma, where at first I was managing people's account. I was managing companies' account for their Instagram and everything, but I couldn't split myself into two-person because it was very time consuming. So I had to leave that job and start teaching, because my mission is to help women all over the world to master business. This is one of the easiest way to make money. And if you can do that at home together with watching your kids grow and make money at the same time, come on. And I would love to share that. So that's why I am here today.
Awesome. Such a noble mission that you're at right now. So I mean, that you said that you
yes. Something to add. I now understand why Jason actually can hear 2 hours, because when I hear your voice, I'm glued to it. It's making me pay attention and listen.
That's high praise coming from Manfred.
Yeah, man. Manfred is the guy that is hard to please, right? But okay. Basically, I just want to bring up, because you say you dabble in various industries and all that. So I believe you also, explored various platforms. And in your opinion, why do you think IG is suitable for content marketing compared to others? I mean, as in not just content marketing, but also content marketing that is able to make money, because that's your mission. You want to help people make money.
Great question.
Instagram is right now, to me, one of the most perfect place. Imagine if you want to post a video, you can post it on Instagram. If your content is in a form of words or photos or advertisement in the form of posters, Instagram. If you want to go live and talk to people and maybe just come in like every few minutes a day just to show who you are, you can go on Instagram, on Insta story. So everything is there, and the attention now is on Instagram. The reason is because it's so people are looking at Instagram like Google right now. So whenever they want to search for a product or services, they would just type in, just go to Instagram and they would type in, because it's very normal. Like, for example, if I'm interested to buy a product called maybe a crunchy chocolate something that is very popular right now in Malaysia, right? I don't go to Facebook. I don't go to Google. I would go to Instagram and I would go and tap that search bar and type that name, and then all the options will come out. So
serious.
Yeah, Instagram now is a very strong. They have this strong SEO engine, where that's why it's like keywords is very important on Instagram, because that's where people can find you.
Right.
That's something new.
That's something new, because all the while we thought that search engine, Instagram and social media like Instagram and Facebook are more for instancy. It's not really useful for long-term searchability, but this is totally counterintuitive. I never thought of this. Definitely, that's not my habit, as in like to really go in there and search for things on Instagram. But that's very interesting. Learn something really new. So I mean, that would lead us.
Most of the in Malaysia right now, right, the heavy user for Instagram is a woman. There is a woman. Women would go there and they would use Instagram to the fullest. And you imagine Instagram, because they come out with all these new things, always, all the time, coming out with new things. So this is where it is to be.
I sincerely hope they don't take away the like button. There's rumors.
They will.
Apparently, that's going to happen, right?
Yeah, there's rumors saying that they're going to remove the like button now.
As in like the like.
Yes.
Follow a page or like.
Yeah, the like button
for the posts and stuff. Yeah, I hope they don't do that, because they always like to do things that irritate people.
No. Okay, the like button. Tell you the truth, some countries in the world already don't have that like button. You can't see their like. Yes.
Wow. Brazil, I think.
Yeah, some part of the world is already don't have that, and I personally like it. The reason is because like makes people feel more pressure to really chase that vanity metrics. They want the number. They want the number. They think that the higher likes they get, the better and everything. But that's not the most important thing. The engagement is the most important thing.
So there are different kind of engagement, not just like, right? There are many other things.
Yes, the comment, the shares,
Yeah.
the DM. DM is where the money at. If you can convert your followers from audience into followers into the DM button for you to turn them into buyers, that's where the money at.
That's
Okay,
true.
now I'm
That's
hooked.
true.
Now I'm hooked.
Yeah. Now you gotta enroll into this class, right? So that's okay. Now I want to roll to the next question, which is like very much related. Since we talk about the content marketing, IG is really suitable for content marketing right now. Not in the past, not in the future. Right now, you have to be there. Especially, you're talking about, if you're targeting the female market, right, the moms and all that. But really, what kind of content works better on IG?
Almost everything.
Is there any specific type of content?
Okay, specific one right
Can you
now.
briefly share with us? Yeah, okay.
Is it visual one, heavily visual one?
Visual. Okay,
so
visual, specific visual videos. Right now, everybody is into videos.
Yeah.
Videos is the new content queen, I call it. Okay, so right now we have Insta Story, which is also videos. We have IGTV, which is also videos. If you post on the Instagram feed itself as a video, Instagram will rank it higher, show it higher, more to your followers. That's 3 things. Now that we have Reels, Instagram have Reels. In Malaysia right now, we have Reels.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Reels is just like TikTok.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we started having yesterday. So this
I
is
don't think
one
Singapore
more.
have it, right? Does Singapore have
This is the first time we have. After that, Singapore cannot be that.
I don't know whether Singapore have it yet, but yeah.
What does it do? Girlfriend wants to ask this question because we're like,
okay, what is Reels? Okay, what is Reels? Think TikTok. It's 99.9% like TikTok. TikTok and Reels are short videos, like micro videos, 15 to 30 seconds video, and it's very engaging. It's very fun because nowadays people don't like to consume too long kind of content, too long of a video, right? So they're like small bites, small bites of videos. So these kind of small bites videos, when you are very creative and you can lump in a lot of those kind of really strong message in one of short videos, right? Imagine the kind of reach that you're going to get because people love that kind of thing. For example, if you are a teacher and you teach about YouTube, just going to give an example, you teach about YouTube and you go on IG Reels and maybe you take a little bit of point and talk more about that in a fun kind of way, maybe with the songs and every kind of thing. Instagram is going to really push your Reels video towards more people. And this is where you can reach more organic reach because your post is going to be put inside what we call the feed Reels feed. And everybody who goes inside there, they will just go and watch it. So even those who are not your followers, they will be able to see it. Yesterday, when I posted my first ever Reel video, I got about 3,000 viewers in just one day. Yes.
Holy crap.
Okay,
it's
just Virality actually works.
Yes, because right now it's not saturated, right? It's very new. So Instagram is really, really promoting people to use it. So this is the opportunity for you to really show up. That's why a lot of people right now, they really want to go on Reels.
Right. I seriously, I think no clue.
And think as manager still can advertise IG Reels yet? I don't think so.
No, I think it's new. Whenever they have a new thing, but when they put the new thing right in the center of the button, because if you go to Instagram right now, that's where they put. That's supposed to be initially. That's the button for you to click to create your content, whether you want to post it.
Okay, let me check.
And they are replacing that for Reel right now. Is that Reel is getting the center of attention, and they are really in to kill TikTok, I think. So that's what they try to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You have it, right?
No, I don't think I have it.
You haven't updated your Instagram. You probably update your Instagram and see whether you have it.
Just one question. Sorry, Andrew, you go first.
There'll be a challenge for plain vanilla guy like us, right? Who's super creative.
For those who don't know, don't worry. For those who don't prefer videos, okay.
Right.
Another second way for you to really rank high on Instagram is the carousel posts. Okay, carousel posts, just imagine a PowerPoint, right? So you're going to use carousel posts to really explain your facts or whatever that you want to portray during that time. So carousel post is also one of, you imagine if you go to Instagram Insights where you want to read your statistic, there's a specific button for carousel where they show you how your carousel perform. That's how important carousel. Yes.
That's what we learned from Kenny, remember?
Yeah,
But we didn't. Can we talk about you have? I mean, we talk about carousel posts, yes, but we didn't know that carousel posts has got extra mileage, as in they have different analytics.
Yes,
I didn't know
you can just pick the analytic choose from there. There's a carousel there, so you can read carefully what is it all about and everything. Oh my god, they're gonna open up my Instagram.
I'm just gonna bring you up because okay, by the way, just to cut off a little bit, right? For anyone who wants to follow Balkizz, this is the link, and this is her Instagram. If you talk about carousel, this is how she does it. I love the way she does it. You know, like why I fired my client, such a catchy one. You know, and eventually one image after another.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, she is so good at this. That's why we must learn from the best, right?
Yes.
So and
Absolutely.
oh my god, it's like, you know, seriously, every time I see a content, I pay attention. Right.
This is actually a video. This is actually a video.
Oh, okay. So you can mix video and images in between.
Yeah, you just tap letters.
Whoa.
But even video limited to what? 60 seconds or something.
You're so TikTok already.
This one was prior to TikTok, prior to Reels actually, because I was so frustrated there was no Reels on Instagram that time.
Now
so I just like, okay, fine, I'm just going to do it myself.
So 60 seconds is the limit for this video?
Yes, for feed is 60 seconds. Okay, for IGTV is up to 4 hours, if I'm mistaken.
Okay,
right.
So you have
IGTV is long form video.
So you see there's about 3,000.
Wow. Hey, but what are all these? You had Reels even earlier?
Yes, those are my Reels. Previously, Instagram had this little glitch where suddenly Balkizz in Malaysia have Reels. Yeah, so I was one of those few people in Malaysia who have Reels. So I managed to post some inside here. And because of this, when Reels started to launch, everybody started DM me. My DM was like flooded. It was like, Balkizz Reels are here. So
that's money catching coming in, I think.
Yes,
it's kind of like
and
people are
because
interested.
of that, tomorrow I'm gonna have a webinar teaching people how to make their own Reels video.
Is this still open?
Okay.
Yeah, I have 100 people already signed up, so it's already closed. I cannot put any more people inside.
It's okay. You're gonna do one with us, right? So that's that, and her IGTV. Wow, that's really the way she does this. Really, this is the right way, and this is the right person that you want to learn. As in, like, you know, she's not just doing content only. She's already listening the catching sounds every single day. So let's come back to this. Right. Cool. I think if you want to talk about, since this question is about what kind of content works on IG, the easiest way is to go to her IG and learn from the right people. It's like, just go and see whatever she's doing. Just go and mirror whatever that she's doing right now.
Jason, mind sharing her Instagram address in both the YouTube and the Facebook for our audience, so you can refer to. At the same time, I am confirmed that Singapore do not have Instagram Reel.
I know.
Serious.
Even Indonesia haven't got it yet. Our neighbor haven't got it yet.
Our audience, anybody who are from other countries, can you check your Instagram and just share with us whether you have it in your country or not? Malaysia have Singapore. So Gamer Show, you're from where?
Not sure Gamer Show is from where, but while we are actually doing this, waiting for other people to respond. If you're in other countries than Malaysia and you have Reels, you can let us know. But before that, let's bring in a question from Guest Grove to Balkizz. Okay, from his understanding, IG tends to work better for B2C. What do you see? Do you see storytelling method works for B2B? That's a very good question.
Okay. To me, there's no such thing as B2C or B2B. There's H2H. H2H is human to human Okay, it's better that way, because if you humanize your content, right, no matter whether you're doing services or whether you're doing product, or you can talk to people. Just making storytelling to for your content is more you humanizing it. When you humanizing, you connect more to your people, and people trust you easily. So to me, there's no such thing as B2C and B2B. I'm so sorry. To me, it's
That's a
H2H.
Very good answer.
very dry thing like SaaS, as in software as a service, also can do Instagram lah.
I think it's depending. I think the key here is how do you humanize your content?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Thank you so much for the question, and thanks for the answer, Balkizz. Now, let's lead to the next one. Okay, how do you really monetize your IG content? What are the guides that you can have to our audiences over here in case you want to monetize our content? What are the methods that we can do?
If you're selling product, right, you can start posting on Instagram, and there's a method to do that too. You can't just simply post your product photos and expect 10,000 people are going to buy from you immediately. You got Instagram and Facebook. Okay, the difference is because I'm not very familiar with Facebook business, but I do know Facebook personal and Instagram is pretty much the same. Personal, okay? I'm not talking about page or group, okay? Personal, okay. Because that's where I do my business too. What I would really recommend is to build relationship first. Get people to know you first. Get people to trust you first. Then you start selling. Because how are you going to get people to buy from you when they don't even know you? You might never know you're a scammer from Africa, and you just simply post a product and then people, stuff like that. But if you're selling services, where it's the same thing, you got to build that credibility. You got to tell people who you are and what you do and what is it for them to follow you and to buy from you. So this is where, when I said humanizing your content comes from. If you're going to talk about marketing, advertisement only, the word's just going to fly off the window. People are not going to focus on you, because people want to know stories. People want to know what is it in for them. Are you going to help them or not to solve their problems and stuff like that? So that's where the content for Instagram and personal Facebook comes in. That's why people on Facebook, for example, people love stories. When you write long stories about real life stories, right, they get shared a lot because it's very human. And the same goes on Instagram. When you become very raw, very authentic there, you're no longer a business owner, but instead you are a guide, you are a leader, a person whom they can trust, So that's where the role become much more powerful. Then it's easier for you to make money out of it.
But one thing a lot of people kind of hesitate in terms of going for this storytelling route is they will always think that this is going to be a long route where I won't be able to monetize if I don't have certain enough content, if I don't have enough momentum, if I have not done this for a while. What do you think?
Okay, let me just ask you first. What do you understand about content storytelling?
No, nothing. No clue.
Please. No, what actually do you understand about storytelling content?
Storytelling is more like, telling the behind the scene, as in like, be authentic, like what you say. I would probably start from what is the problem that I'm trying to solve, and how do I solve this issue? And maybe what are the things that I have done, what are the people that I've touched, kind of thing. If you're talking about from product angle, because to be frank, I'm an advertising guy. All the while when I do my ads and all this kind of thing, it's all ads, right? When it comes to storytelling, it's really something that is kind of stranger to me. Yeah.
That's what about the rest of you?
What
about the rest of you guys? What do you understand about storytelling content marketing?
For me, it's about opening up a part of you, obviously being vulnerable to a certain extent, but basically bringing them into your world to have a sneak peek into what you do, to get a better understanding of where you're coming from, and showing yourself as just another human being. But if you have certain skills, then that'll be cool.
Okay. What about you, Manfred?
My thinking is that storytelling always have a hero, a plot, a problem to solve, and ideally a twist at the end.
Mark Day is the first time the three marketeers has been schooled by our guest.
It's very interesting.
It's a momentous day.
it is definitely, we get asked questions and we were like, holy crap.
Yes, teacher.
Please.
I asked this question in a Clubhouse because everybody was talking about, oh, you have to do storytelling. You have to do storytelling. So when I asked, what do you understand about storytelling, content marketing? And everybody answered the same thing like you guys answered. Okay. I'm not saying I'm an expert in this, but I've been studying storytelling content for many years because I'm always interested in it. But the reason why I'm interested is because I don't understand it. What is it all about? Until recently, then I realized what is it? It's actually to simplify your message in a form that people can understand. Okay, when you tell this kind of story, you humanize it, one, and two, you use easy words. You don't use insiders or alien words. That is just jargons or all these kind of words. That's insiders words, but you use human words, everyday words. So that's just actually what storytelling is.
Reminds me of those advertisement boards. They're always at the MRT station. They try to simplify everything so they can capture your attention.
Exactly. That is storytelling. Because stories is very easy. Yeah, storytelling is very easy. I mean, you go watch movies, right? You could sit down there and watch it. It's easy for you to digest it. Immediately, you can just like absorb it and understand it, right? But if you come up with a content, it's not that easy, isn't it? When you start talking about advertising, your very marketing way, the way you use all these marketing jargons and everything, you start to confuse people. And when you start confusing people, you lose their interest. And when it comes to storytelling, it makes it very easy for people to understand and digest it. That is actually storytelling, content marketing.
Wow, that sounds so easy, but I have no clue how to do that. That's why I'm going to attend your class next week. So anyway.
Good point.
Seriously, I mean, to be frank, it sounds so easy. Seriously, the way she puts it, right? It's like you have to humanize it. It makes total sense. But I think this is one of the biggest hurdle to a lot of people, which is how do you make your thing so easy to understand to people? I think that's kind of like a biggest hurdle a lot of businesses are facing.
Yes. That's the problem where people come up to me and say, Balkizz, can you check my Instagram? Can you check my website? And when I go there, all the words that even I can't understand. If you can summarize your business in maybe 10 to 15 words and a 5-year-old or an 80-year-old would understand, that means you already are there. But if you can't even summarize it into words that people understand or the message is just not there, bye-bye.
Wow.
In website design, there's 5 seconds rule.
Insurance company going to have a lot of problems.
In website design or landing page design, there's this 5-second rule. That means you show your site to somebody, a total stranger, for 5 seconds, and you basically ask the guy or the person, what do you understand from this website?
Right. Yeah. Right. So I think it's the same thing applied, but wow, easier said than done. So that's why we need an expert over here.
Yes.
Right. But okay.
For Friday.
Yeah, that's a very, very good explanation. Thank you so much, Balkizz. But that leads to the next question. Okay, which is now, how do you get viral? How can a piece of content get viral on IG? Is there such thing as viral?
How do you reach that tipping point and you just go off? And where is the tipping point? These are very difficult questions.
Is there even a tipping point? Of course people did it, right? But okay, please share with us, teach us how to do this thing, teacher. If there is
viral content is based on luck.
Right.
Ooh.
It's just based on luck.
That's what I think, but I don't know about
IG. This is what I understand about luck, okay? If you have 10 doors, okay? You imagine you have 10 doors right now. And each door you open up, you dare to open up each door and you venture inside each door, okay? By the 9th door, what are the possibility you can maybe get $1 million or something like that? Because each door you dare to open up, okay? That is luck, right? You don't know whether the 9th door is going to give you $1 million or it's just going to be the same like any other doors. But the point is, you did it, you try it, and you are there to open up all the doors. That means you take all the opportunity there is, and one of the opportunity might be the one that is going to catapult you from where you are right now to another point. So that is luck. And that is what viral is too. So if you keep giving out all the content, right, and you keep on giving it the best kind of content, you might never know one of the content is going to be viral.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So it's like, in a way, talking about virality, there's really plain luck and you have to just keep creating. What about those people who believe in virality is going to boost their business? Is it like, just now, my team just shared with me one of a Chinese YouTube influencer, in order to, because what they are good at is to create this kind of so-called viral content. They can almost guarantee virality because they have a pool of followers. And yes, and they do storytelling, as in like they script the whole thing. Let's say if you're selling a product, let's say you're selling
TikTok,
a mouse.
right? For TikTok,
No, it's not TikTok, it's YouTube. What they do is like, you're selling a mouse, they will probably create a 5-minute kind of like a short movie or short clip, okay? And it could be nothing related to the mouse, but towards the end of it, they say that this is the bloody mouse that I'm trying to sell. So that's kind of virality kind of thing that they're trying to do. And you know what? Per video is how much? I was looking at it. It's about 40 to 60,000 per video, ringgit, of course.
Okay.
I guarantee at least 400,000 views, kind of thing.
Who are their audience?
Yeah, I mean maybe younger crowd and all this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The platform is YouTube. The platform.
YouTube. I mean, I was just thinking.
First question would be who is the crowd? Okay, if the crowd are younger generation, for example, who loves to get all this kind of content, and they go to your Instagram or business or website or whatever that you want to bring them, are they really going to buy? To one. And then two, how are you going to convert them into buyers? Are you capable enough to get all this traffic and be able to convert them into buyers? That's three. What about your reputation?
Yeah, that's the thing.
If suddenly all of this influx of people coming in and they're youngsters, whereas you're marketing to people who are maybe above 30, and what are you going to do about that? Can you, to me, I will be worried about my reputation first, unless if I'm okay that my product is being watched by younger people and they're making it viral in a funny kind of way or stuff like that, then okay. But if I really care about my brand, I would care about where I market my product.
Well, one thing for sure, somebody who's selling you this idea of virality is and they're just going to viral their own bank account.
When it comes to viral, this is another thing I would say that I totally agree with Balkizz. Correct, viral in the bank account. That's one thing. And another thing is when you talk about virality, we always when we run ads, right? We always have this thing when you're capturing the wrong intent, then you are actually not in the right place, because with the person who actually viral that video, the intention is not on your product. It's really on the content itself, and the content gets viral not necessarily when you get 5,000 views. I mean 500,000 views or 5 million views, but that may not translate into dollar and cents. That's what I say. Yep. Sometimes people believe so much in all these vanity metrics, like what but it may be meaningless.
Views and likes.
Just to bust this myth, Balkizz. Can somebody manufacture virality?
What do you guys think?
I think in a way, if you spend money, run ads, and maybe just reel things together, it might be able to create certain momentum.
Okay, I'm not that heavy on social media. I don't spend that much time. But what I've read from news is most of the stuff that gets viral is natural kind of, videos. It's not some high-tech, high-end manufactured stuff that gets viral, except maybe the Gangnam guy. But other than that,
This is funny. It's never been seen. Then I think the timing is also an issue. There's a format, and he's not doing it first time. He's doing multiple attempts, and somehow he managed to get the formula at the right time and with the right ingredient and right people watching it, and he hit the tipping point, and then he just shoot off.
I don't think it's a formula.
It's still luck.
It's still luck. I would say it's still luck. Yeah.
But luck to certain people is hard work plus preparing, and a lot of other things that.
Well, that's the same for you.
Yeah, the key is that you have done it. You have created the thing.
Like I know one Malaysian celebrity. I mean, Instagrammer, influencer. He have about 1 million followers right now.
Wow.
he recently on Clubhouse, when people were asking him how did he get viral, and he said after putting in so much work for his Instagram, because Khairul Ming, I think everybody knows Khairul Ming, right? He does all this cooking videos, cooking shows and everything. And it took him how long to reach where he is right now? And it was only during the Ramadan, I think it was during Ramadan that time, where he did a couple of videos that his video went viral that time.
Right.
But prior to that, he worked really hard. For how long already he built his content, right? He didn't go viral. But it was just during that time itself, that Ramadan, that he went viral. So imagine, right? If suddenly today you feel like, okay, it's Ramadan, I'm going to do a video also, and maybe I'm going to get viral. I don't think it's going to happen.
The stars need to be all aligned. Everything in the right condition.
Luck.
In short, we call it luck.
Yeah. Khairul Ming has 2.8 million followers on Instagram.
Nowadays, you have to, yes.
Insane, man. But this guy has money. He's really, really good at monetizing it.
So there's no formula. There's no way to.
Because there's another angle of this, which is we talk about, when you get viral, are you ready for the virality?
Oh, yes. That's another
thing, right? Yeah, because when you get viral and you have nothing to sell and you do not know how to do this, but the virality may only last you for that probably like a few weeks or few days. But
once you go viral, what's next?
What's next? That's another thing. Correct. That's cool. Wow, I mean, that's a good question. Thank you so much.
Now, his IG account, organic reach will drop because he has so many followers already. So I think FB will restrict their organic, because certain tier has different level of organic reach also.
Yeah. Okay, we have another question from Gamers Grove. Just going to quickly bring it up and before we reel into the next question. Now, tracking effectiveness of hashtag. So what do you think? I mean, it says that the default insights doesn't really tell which works better for most engagement. I don't think there is any such thing. If there is anything that we don't know.
If you want to check your hashtag performance, you go to flickr.com, flickr.com. That one you can see, you can sign up there and you can check out the hashtag that you use. So you can see what's the rank, how many people go and check your hashtag there, and whether it's being used or not. But I tell you the truth, hashtag seems to not be working lately. And especially in Malaysia, hashtag just doesn't work here much because people tend to abuse hashtags. Like, for example, if I use my own hashtag, say Balkizz Sulaiman is my hashtag, right? And because this hashtag has always been used by me and my student, people start seeing that there's a huge followers or usage of that hashtag. Suddenly, you will start seeing maybe Sabun Mandi Putih hashtag or I want to be fair hashtag inside there too, because people trying to ride in that hashtag and try to use that hashtag. So in Malaysia, they tend to abuse hashtag. Unlike outside of Malaysia, where hashtag can be a really powerful tool to get more followers, to get more engagement, to get more reach. But here in Malaysia, I'm so sorry, but it's just some people might have a different view on that, which we did have a debate on that. But personally, myself, I couldn't even see hashtag working for me. The highest I ever get hashtag reach is about 1,000. The most I will get is about 300. That's pretty much it.
Can I double check? The URL is www.flick.tech.
Is the website still around? I haven't heard of this name for a long time.
No, not Flickr. Oh my God.
flick.tech, right?
Yes, that's the one. Yes, that's the one. Yes, .tech. Correct.
Sorry.
Okay.
FLICK.
Yeah, let me pass it to you.
Please.
Then,
I think that's a very good insight. You see,
somehow when you say tools, my eyes lit up.
You can. There's another way to check Instagram hashtag, but this one is a bit tedious. It's a hack that people tend to use. So what you do is you put hashtag inside your captions, right? And then you boost it. Use IG boost, means IG advertisement. So maybe you can monitor it for 24 hours, and after that you stop. So you go inside that insight, then you can see which hashtag works.
Wow, that's kind of like a hack.
That's another hack.
Caption only, right? Cannot put comments, or comments also.
No,
can.
don't put in a comment. Put in a caption.
Right.
Same, I prefer to put inside caption.
That's very interesting. That's a very interesting. Yeah, right. I mean, let's move to the next question. Thanks for the question, the Gamers Grow. Now, the next one we have here is a okay. Now, can you share with us a glimpse into, how do you plan your content? I mean, you are crazy. You have a daily content. If not daily, you have multiple daily, and you go live. And wow, it's so busy. How do you plan all this? How do you do all this?
Okay, ideally for Instagram, for you to rank high and to get high reach on Instagram, at least one post a day. Okay, that's on your feed. Okay, and then at least 10 to 15 stories. That's like 15-second stories, about 10 to 15 of it.
Per day.
Per day. Yes.
What do I post? Okay,
wait. Balkizz, your mom, right?
Yes.
10 to 15 stories per day. Stories is 15-second maximum.
You gotta do it about 100. Well, I don't know. Lost count. What was that?
Okay. Stories, right? Reels.
Yes,
at least one reels or one reels a day or one in 2 days. Okay.
And you need to do some editing also, right? Before posting, right?
You need live lah.
You need to do some editing because you normally don't post it directly, right? Because it's very raw. You have to do some editing.
Okay, that depends. That depends where you want to post it. And IG Live, ideally, you try to go on IG Live at least once every few days in a week. Once or twice a week is good enough. Yeah, because your IG Live, you can repurpose it into an IGTV.
Live can repurpose into IGTV. So that's the reason why you do the live.
Yes.
Then you have content coming in.
Yes.
Right.
So that IG Live, I don't usually put in IGTV because IGTV reach is horrible. So what I would do is I would save that live, and then I will cut, make it into small bites videos.
That's okay.
That's repurposing it.
Similar to what I do as well. Yeah. That's what I do. But I do it on my YouTube.
So what do you post on stories? What do you post on stories? Okay. Every single day. Okay, stories have this really powerful. Stories is really powerful. A lot of people underutilize stories. Stories is where you can build your super fan because people get to know you. Yeah, super fan is people who would tune into your story, watch your story every single day, who will go to read your post every single time you post, and will buy anything that you share or you sell. I have built my super fan to a point that whatever courses that I throw out there, they will buy it. Up to a point when I don't even have a new course, they will ask me, Balkizz, do you have any more new course? And I'm like, no, I just have the old course. Yes. They would want to just buy it because they want to be part of me. They want to be with me.
Wow.
But so you first have to have followers in order to...
I started with 700 followers. My Instagram started with 700 posts. I already monetized my Instagram even before I reached 1,000 followers. I already made 30,000 ringgit from less than 1,000 followers.
That's comforting. That's very comforting.
It doesn't, you don't even have to have 10,000 followers to start monetizing it. I have students who teach Canva, and she only have less than 1,000 followers. And she had so right now, she already signed up about 150 students already as to date.
Holy crap. Jason.
So you imagine how much is that?
Putting us in shame.
And these are all organic.
Organic some more.
Organic, no advertisement whatsoever.
Nowadays, people consume Instagram stories heavily more than feed. And Reels exactly just came in. IGTV, hardly people, well, it was too long form already.
Yes.
And it requires you to install an app.
Not so much as you have to install another app.
No, I don't think IG you don't need to have. IGTV you don't need to have.
Yeah. At the moment. No, it's there. It's there. It's just that the length can be a bit too long. But if the people like what you are giving out, I mean, my IGTV, I don't have that many followers who read it. Probably you can see the viewers is about 1,000 plus only per video. So that's okay. But I have some content creators who have like 20, 30,000 people viewing their IGTV. Just one IGTV is already 20,000, 30,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, because these people are their super fans. They're really fanatic about this guy.
So what actually
15 IG stories a day.
And then 2 reels, at least 1 reel a day.
The story 24 hours will disappear, then people will definitely want to watch.
You will be surprised how many stories I posted in a day.
Okay.
Normally, it takes 7 touch points for a person to convert a purchase. Your 10 touch point confirm exceed already.
So one day you counting 15. That's the best thing, right?
One day I take out my money and pay you.
In one day, I posted about 30 stories a day.
Average.
30 stories a day. And there's a system to it. There's actually a flow to it. There's a strategy for it. Because that strategy is the one that's going to convert your audience to followers, to super fans, to buyers.
So what is the strategy?
Guys,
That's for another day.
March 30th. It will
what is the strategy? Thanks for the question.
30th.
This is the strategy. This is the strategy. You can actually join her. Okay, this is where you can actually learn from Balkizz herself. This is where you learn how to actually do the IG content. Since you asked this question, so I'm just going to bring it up. So I've gone through this training, kind of. Okay, so it's really good. In 3 hours time, this is where Balkizz is going to share with you how to do all this, how to actually route everything together to make the whole thing flow and start making money from your IG content. There is a structure. There is the framework. I went through the whole framework. I actually, I was in her training. It's really good, and this is where you can actually learn from her. Here's the link. But before that, thanks for the cue, and just want to quickly roll over to the next question that we have. Yeah. Okay. This is also from Gamerscroll, and Gamerscroll is very active today. Okay. So yeah.
What happened to our fourth marketer, man?
I think he's busy these days. I don't know. He's not in today.
Okay, let's focus on Gamerscroll.
He's busy trying now.
What do you think?
Yes, definitely. This is one of the techniques to get more followers. You have to engage with people. I've seen so many people complain, Balkizz, there's nobody engaging with my content. Balkizz, there's nobody watching my stories. And I ask another question. Do you engage with their content? Do you go to your followers? Do you talk to them? And they say, don't. No. You try to imagine that you open up a shop and you put in all your products and everything, and you sit behind your counter just waiting for a customer coming in without calling anybody in. Is anybody going to come into your shop? Of course not. You have to go in front of your shop. You have to start calling people. You have to go to different shops and tell them, hey, I'm opening up a shop. Well, you want to come and join me or something, or ask people this and that. So engagement is where you want to get more followers, but you don't engage simply. There's a technique to engage in this. You have to choose who are the people that you want to engage. One is the big account. Okay, you're going to engage with the big account first. Second, you're going to engage with your own followers also. Those that follow you and those who are always commenting, the liking and everything, you have to engage with them. The reason why you're going to engage with a big account is not because you want to get their attention, because they're not going to care about you. They love the idea that you inside their comment. But what you want is to get the attention from other people, the commenters inside there, who's going to look at your comment. That's why you can't just go there and say, oh my God, Jason, you're so handsome, done.
There must be some value.
That's fake news.
Exactly.
That's fake news. Gotta report that. Okay, that's very interesting. I think that's something that I never thought of.
That is something similar to linking the reviews also. The reviews also. Sometimes, a lot of time, people ask you write review. I write for Jason. I write for Andrew. I write for you. It's not only doing good for Jason. It's also doing good for me, because I'm writing a lot of things. Wow, this guy is really praising Jason, but the way he structured things, he made me pay attention. Then I go and look at Manfred. So in a way, I'm putting an advertisement inside the review. So same techniques apply also. So actually, it is important for you to select certain IG user and go into their account and actually comment valuable comments that people will pay attention. Then stir up the curiosity and people come to you. In a way, organic.
Balkizz,
Right. I just want to
does it mean that you got to really spend a significant amount of time on social media in order to do this organically?
Yes, of course. Social media is where my business is. If this is your business, if Instagram is your business, are you going to hide and not show yourself up? Are you going to be underneath your blanket, not talking to anybody? This is your business, so you have to show up. You know, every businesses, you have to show up. You still have to do calls. You got to do marketing. You got to do all those kind of things. So imagine this is your shop. You know, you have this really beautiful shop that you build in and everything. So you got to start talking to people. You got to spend some time. You're going to spend a little bit of money. You're going to educate yourself and everything. So yeah, to me, you do have to. A lot of people say, oh my God, that's so time consuming. And I would say one thing. If your business is time consuming, then what are you going to do with your business? Then how are you going to get more money out of it? So you might as well don't have a business. If you want to really invest in your business, you got to put in the time.
Okay, we come from the advertising. So Jason, we have to change our perception a bit.
But I can actually relate. Look at how I've been posting daily videos on YouTube for, I just counted 160 days.
Wow. Okay.
And it worked. And it worked.
And it works. Yeah.
And it worked. I think, I would agree to Balkizz on this thing. If this is your business and you are talking about you don't want to invest your time and effort into this, then what the heck are you doing?
Unless if you're one of this royal king's son and you have a business, of course you don't even have to bother to be there. You can just hire somebody to do it for you.
Yeah. But we are running. This is how you're running a business. This is not extra. This is not too much effort. This is not too much time spent. This is your work.
Yes.
So when you treat this as work, when you treat this as work, this is what you do day in, day out. This is how you go out and get these people to
I
come.
can tell you how much time, how I become from 700 followers to now 11,000 followers. Oh my God, it's like blood and sweat. It's not just an overnight success, okay? So many things I do. So many things I learned. So much money that I invested to learn what I have right now. I recently, all this thing pays off because I was at the right time, at the right moment. The one that you guys said about luck just now, the one with the viral thing, that was the one that catapulted me where I am right now, because I was looking at ways on how I can bring my business to another level. So when Clubhouse comes in, that's where Balkizz was. And that's where I started to boom up.
In fact, we have another question, the Clubhouse.
Before we go that, if you don't mind.
Please.
What is a day look like for Balkizz?
You would be surprised. Okay, I wake up very early in the morning. What I will do is, because I pray first, and 5 o'clock is my time. Okay, and that is my me time. That's my me time. My priority is my business. So first thing first, everything else can go to hell first. I must prioritize myself. Okay, prioritize my mental. I have to prioritize my business. My mentality and everything is spiritually. I pray first and everything, and then I will start doing my work. I will start doing content. I batch out what I'm going to post in every single thing, and then by 6, 7 o'clock, my kids start waking up. Mom's time until 11, 12 o'clock. Okay, so during the 11, 12 o'clock is the time when they're having their lunch and everything. So that's when I start doing my stories. So you start seeing I start posting a little bit in the morning. That's my stories. And then in the afternoon, I start doing a little bit of clients' work, because they're already big enough and they can manage themselves. And by 4 or 5 o'clock, dinner time, I get ready all the dinner, everything. 8 o'clock is my me time again. And I'm free after that. So this is the time where I create my content for the next day, if I have the time. Or what I'll do is I'll be on Clubhouse, I'll be on IGTV and everything. So this is business. I try to balance it. It's not that is it impossible? I would say slightly or impossible if you do not know how to manage your time. But really the thing is you have to prioritize. If you prioritize this is your business, you really put it there. Spend at least like 1 hour for your business. That's good enough. 1 hour for your content on Instagram, that's pretty much good enough already. You don't have to be there 24 hours.
True. Jessica said great tips. Thank you for that. And Irene was saying really, she was asking, you know, where can we find so many content? That's the reason why you need to enroll to the course, right? So yeah, of course. I mean, when you don't have it, when you don't have no idea how to do that, of course you have no clue. But when you know a framework to do that, then definitely that's where you come in. Right?
Yes, when you know the framework, it's so easy for you to come up with the content. It's just like.
Yeah. But I would want to hear a bit, you know, we don't mind to, I mean, we want to spill over to this thing. I think that's really something that you were saying, that you were talking about the Clubhouse thing. Then we have this, now that Clubhouse is here, is IG still relevant? And what is your Clubhouse story?
Okay. When Clubhouse started somewhere last year, I heard about it in November, December last year. I wanted to be in it because I know that when there's something new, something hot, everybody's going to be there. And I know that in order for me to bring my business to another level, to get my Instagram to another level, I have to be in there. But I do not know how to be in there. Fortunately for me, I have international followers, and when I voiced it out to them that I want to be in Clubhouse, they helped me to get my my number and send me invitations and everything. In January, I was there. I do not know how to do it. I don't even know what am I supposed to do inside there. I just listen to people consuming and learning. Like, hi, I'm Balkizz. I'm done speaking. That's the only thing I know to say. I don't even dare to raise up my hand to just talk because I was terrified of being in that unfamiliar territory. So I decided one day, I said, okay, I'm not going to be scared anymore. I have to just like up this and just, you know, do it.
It's okay. It's a late night show.
Oh, okay, then okay. I can just drop the F.
Yeah, you know, drop it because my YouTube channel is not for kids. Go ahead.
Welcome to
Okay,
the club.
so I just said, okay, I'm just gonna go there, and I started my own room. And that time when I started my first room, not many Malaysians were there. There was only some international friends and everything. They just come in, and I had about 20 listeners. I wanted to die because even though nobody can see me, I was nervous because I had no preparation whatsoever. Yeah, mistake. But then the second day, I know what to do already. I frame a certain kind of topic that I want to talk about. So I was just talking by myself, and I asked anybody want to raise their hand, ask question, but nobody did. It was so embarrassing for me. But little did I know, those who attended my Clubhouse, they were big people in Malaysia. They were the big industry in Malaysia. There were founders. There were the gurus in Malaysia. So, and there were some even government managers and CEOs of the world.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say just CEOs, some of the big companies. So because they were inside their room and they were inside my Instagram, they started contacting me and said, would you like to go and join us in our next room session on Clubhouse? And I was like, okay, remember this is how I told you, 10 doors open all, you know, just grab it and open all. So that's where I just like go inside there, and little did I know, I didn't even know who these people are because my audience are mostly overseas. Okay.
Right.
I don't have many Malaysian followers until I went to Clubhouse. And because these were Malaysians, now 70% of my followers are Malaysian because of Clubhouse. These people, when they started their room, there were like 300, 500 people inside there. And I was one of the speaker. And I can't even speak Bahasa properly because I was so nervous.
So you have to go outside in order to come back in.
Yeah.
I just want to say something. After hearing you all the strings of comments, just want to sum it up in one sentence. Your action leads to motivation.
Yes.
Moving.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
So from there, the ball started rolling, and I become very more daring. I started my own room. I joined other people's room. I also started becoming in some of the international rooms. I raised my hand, regardless how I feel like my English is just all over the place. My grandma and my grandpa are all over the place, but I'll just like, I don't care. I just want to be there. And that's when because Clubhouse, it links to your Instagram. Okay. And in mine, because I talked to them and I told them that I'm a content strategist and I teach people how to create content and everything. So people start coming there. And that's when I start to boom up and become, I have 11,000 followers as to date. And I get so many requests for giving conference talk. Like this weekend, I'm going to talk to UPM, University Putra Malaysia in Bintulu. So yeah, just because I was in Clubhouse.
That's awesome. So in a way, look at the strategy, because Clubhouse at the moment only features Instagram and Twitter. So it's in a way that you want to get ready for Clubhouse, then you need to actually put your Instagram up at least some content a little bit, so that people would actually come back and learn about you, and they will decide whether they want to follow you or not. That's
Instagram public account.
Let me answer this question. You say, ask me here. Now that the Clubhouse is here, is IG still relevant? Oh my God, of course,
Absolutely.
it's super relevant. It's super relevant because in Clubhouse, you have Twitter, Instagram. People will definitely check your Instagram. Hardly people go and check Twitter. So that's why it's still very relevant. But if your Instagram have shits inside there, how are you going to bring them into a follower? I've seen these really strong people on Instagram, and they have really a lot of followers they have a lot of followers on Clubhouse. But when you go into their Instagram, they only have like few hundreds followers, and they couldn't convert those followers from Clubhouse into their Instagram. Why? Because it's just full of shit inside there. You don't give any reason for people to follow you.
So you need to, in a way, first thing first.
In order, don't join Clubhouse.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think it's a good choice that I didn't join Clubhouse, though. I mean, I have Clubhouse account, but I haven't started.
Be everywhere where everybody is there. Be there. If you want to be seen, you gotta be there where everybody is.
Okay, so start tomorrow. I'm gonna put at least a chunk of content in there. Then I'll be ready for Clubhouse.
Let us all go into Clubhouse one of these days. Have a room. Let's talk about something, and then just invite a few of your friends, and then we'll just have a chat.
Okay.
Just have a nice chat, like what we're doing right now. You can actually repurpose the Clubhouse into your YouTube.
Right. I think either way works. Either way works.
Yeah, either way works.
Let's do this one day. Okay, now before we roll to the next one, we have the last question from Gamerscroll. Gamerscroll is really on the roll.
He's on the roll today.
Yeah, so he says that, okay, when you make a difference engaging using business front account versus a personal account. So what do you think?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Personal branding or personal account is more about lifestyle, right? If you want to talk about lifestyle, so of course your content will be slightly different than business account. Most of the lifestyle personal Instagram, what they will post is about their selfie, their food that they eat, and their families and stuff like that, which is not a bad thing. A lot of people said, oh, should I just post more about carousel too, because now I want to do this business and stuff like that. No, you can actually just post whatever that you're posting right now, but your caption, that's the most important thing. Okay. And now, does it make any difference in terms of engagement? Of course, there will be slightly different, because right now, when you go to people with business, you're going to talk about different things. When you go to personal, you're going to talk about different things. So how can you just like go to a person? Say, for example, I go to Jason's Instagram and I see him and his girlfriend there, and I talk about business to him, or him talk about business. So it's just not that jive in there, but there is a strategy where personal account can talk about business inside there. There's a way to do it, and the way is through the caption.
Have a personal account, and also mine is a business one. I don't know why, for whatever it is, I so called. So you have to have a personal account and also a business account.
Okay, personal account this is how I understand it. Personal account is if you do not want to turn it into a business account. Business account where we get all this analytic reading, the insights and everything, right? Personal account, you don't do anything. You just put it as it is. You can post anything that you want. So for example, if you want to turn yourself as an influencer, this is where you're going to be. You don't even have to turn it into a business account unless you turn it into a creator account, where you, as a creator, you also have that insight feature where you can see all who are coming and everything. Okay, so when you see some, for example, what's her name, Wendy, the very famous Instagrammer in Singapore. How do you pronounce it? Yes, right. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I always call her Wendy. So you see her Instagram. She have a personal Instagram, right? It's not turned into a business where you should talk about business, but she talk about herself, right? But I believe that her Instagram is being turned into a creator account where she can get all the insights and everything. But if you see her content, does it talk about business and stuff like that? Some of it, yes. That's why I said there's a strategy to it. Yeah, the strategy comes in the caption. Actually, you got to train your followers to read your captions. If you don't train them, they would not read your captions.
That's a very interesting thought. I never thought that you can train your followers to read.
Yes, you can. You can, because when you have to tell them to read your caption, and you gotta start making captions that's interesting for them to read. I can tell you almost all my followers, I wouldn't say all like 110%, but maybe half of them would read my caption first before they slide the carousel. Reason is because they know that initially when I started this, I don't have any carousel posts. It was just one single post. So I concentrate on the captions. And that's where people start to connect with me. Caption, words connect people.
Does this apply for IG stories for captions?
Yes. IG story, you do have to have captions too sometimes. Because not everybody tune in listening. Sometimes, for example, they are maybe in bed, and they don't wear this, they will put on mute. But if they just scroll your stories and you put a caption there, you can actually engage with them. They can actually read that.
Yeah, that's a very good one. So ultimately, right, at the end of the day, all you need to do is really to enroll into this class.
Oh yeah,
I'm
hooked. I'm sold.
I mean, seriously, for 1 hour already, I think I'm totally sold to this. Of course, we actually host this for for you guys, and Balkizz is going to join us, because what we are doing here is we are actually running this series of expert live training, and Balkizz is our second featured expert that we're going to talk about. So the class is going to be next week on 30th of March at 3 p.m. If you want to go there, you can actually use this link to sign up. If you are watching this, the replay, you can still watch it. And even though if you are watching this after 30th of March, you can still click on the link, because after that, we're going to repurpose it into a course that you can purchase right away. So that's the link that you want to actually roll into, right? Okay, now I want to, because the website of the week is supposed to be, Manfred's job, but today, we have our guest sharing with us a website that is very interesting. So I'm just going to quickly do the honor a little bit to share. So the website is called Favicon. All right, so Balkizz, you want to share with us a little bit about this thing?
Okay, if you want to know how much your Instagram is worth, okay, this is the place where you can find out how much your worth is. I just found out that if for example, I want to get people to, advertise on my Instagram, like want to post on stories, I want to know how much to charge. Okay, I don't want to undercharge or overcharge. So this website is one of the best places, because it really tells me whether my Instagram, okay, let's just take somebody's account, whether that person have really legit followers, whether they are really engaging with that person's account, and how far is the reach, how high is the reach, everything is stated inside there. So try and sign up. There is it's free to sign up, and if I'm not mistaken, you can check 5 accounts for free, if I'm not mistaken, but that you gotta check it out. I checked my own account, and I found out that
first thing I'm gonna go check my own account.
it's in USD, so I think mine is about 120 something USD per post with 3 stories. I'm like, okay, not bad.
No, that's not bad.
Not bad. I think mine is probably $1. I think.
No, I think it should be in the sense
you get to pay them back to post for. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you so much for the website of the week. Really, this is very useful. Let me put this back into the.
This is one hell of an hour.
Yeah.
1 hour. I didn't even think it.
We actually overrun, but I don't think they mind.
Yeah.
So really,
this is as good as the Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. So much learning. To be frank, I mean, we all know that IG is really the next frontier. It's really the most important thing, the next most important thing that we have to pay attention to. But to be frank, I have no clue. And a lot of us have no clue. I think this really gives us a very clear idea on what can be done and how to do it. Yeah, definitely is, Balkizz has been doing this for a long time and she has a framework. And remember, if you want, actually, you can still go over. This is the link that you can actually go in and sign up.
March 30th.
Yeah, it's March 30th, jessica.net/go/IG course. That's where you go in. Yeah, thank you so much, Balkizz. Is there anything else you guys want to add in, guys? And Manfred, Andrew, anything you want to ask her? All good.
I'm just waiting for March 30th.
I'm totally, I need to go and actually recharge a little bit and fit something back. Thank you so much, Balkizz. Thank you so much. And you say we're just gonna end this. We go back to the backstage. And guys, thank you for watching up to now. And
this is 1 hour of show.
Awesome.
Thank
this is the
you.
Marketeers show. I'm Jason, your host. We have Manfred, Andrew as our co-host, and Balkizz as our guest today. Thank you so much, Balkizz. Thank you so much. And guys,
thank
see
you for
next week,
bringing me in.
same time. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Cheers.